one going on. Good morning, Kenny. Good morning, Josh. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Josh.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody out there in Facebook land.
Aw, doesn't he look good in white? We always say it looks good in white.
All right, what else do we got going on this evening? Oh, no, we lost
Oh, where's the corn and pig roast? Where did that come from?
That one's going on. Oh, that's October. This one's September 9th. That's the same day as the...
Oh, I love this one. It's the most colorful one.
Yeah, that's a fun one. What else going on?
Oh, they put this one up?
You put that one up.
I didn't put that up.
You put that one up. Oh, and the poker run. The poker run's coming up in a couple weeks. Awesome. Well, get over
Oh, there's a brick there.
With everybody. We got... Actually, oddly enough, I'm not sure of anything happening this weekend. So,
Oh, here's...
yep, that's one that's next weekend. This is the big one next weekend. We'll go over that in a second here. But anyway, cheers. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Nice soft open this morning. What are these? The remote reservoir.
It's the mount to bring the reservoirs up in between the saddlebags on the Legend suspension.
Oh, nice. Legend suspension. Coffee with Classy, brought to you by Legend Suspension. You're welcome. But yeah, good morning, everybody. I'm not sure of what's going on in Rideland out there today, but I know next weekend's going to be a big one. Last weekend before the long weekend. I think everybody's just getting out in their motorcycle trips this weekend. So if you are one of those people who wants to plan an event, this weekend would have been a good one to do one because there's nothing else going on that I know of. So I apologize if I forgot somebody's.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Yeah. Like, oh my God. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I wanted to say awesome ride and dine we had Thursday. Those are still going on. Like, we don't promote them because me and Char can't always go, but there's still a group of riders who still meet here every Thursday. Everybody's welcome. They're not a hey, you're not on the list, you can't come kind of group. It's everybody can come. So every Thursday, 5:30 up front, kickstands up, and choose a different restaurant. The only thing is, if you're not on there is an email that they send out, but if you're not on that email, just give us a call and we can let them know that you'll be there, just so we can give the restaurants numbers. Went to a fantastic restaurant in Campbellford. I got to give them a good plug. Hey, geez, the gentleman's name who came to the table was a really, really nice man. I'd be guessing of his name, but he was a really, really nice man. Came over and described the menu, and everybody was very, very happy. It was basically the Dockside Bistro in Campbellford. If you get a chance to go, their setting is gorgeous. The food is delicious. You should definitely check that out. So that was that. That was a lot of fun. Also, the Body Slams. Where was it? We did this last week. I went to this last week, and oh my God, that was so much fun. This guy right here, he was an animal. He went to go flying, like, I don't know. I don't even want to describe it because he went to do something and he missed, and I thought he was going to die. But he didn't. And then he just kept going. So it was really fun. The guys at Sermonti's did a great job at that. Raised a bunch of money for sick kids again. The 50-50 was over $300 again. So, hey, hats off to you, HD Rockers. So that was a really, really good time. So that brings me into the next thing. Next Saturday, we have our 10th anniversary. It's our 10th annual Ride with the Rock. So this is something, HD Rock's been around. Barry put out a really heartfelt post the other day about how long the group's been going and how this is fun, because this is one of those, it's kind of like it's the closest thing you're going to find to a drama-free group, right? It's, post, meet, ride, eat. That was their motto. You know what, it's one of those things that, we'd love to see a little bit more of that from people. And, nobody takes any real hard stances on anything. It's just, let's get together and go for a ride. So this will be the 10th year we've done this ride. We've added other rides in the other events in there, but this one's sort of been a mainstay as kind of the, for 10 years, come on up for a ride. We got live music on stage. They give away tons of prizes, guys. Like, they do a great job with the prizes. And, also, this year, we figured, let's add a little camaraderie, let's add a little bragging rights, let's add a few laughs. So we're going to do a cornhole tournament. So basically, however many teams to two, there's not going to be any entrance fee. We're going to throw up $100 Classy Chassis gift card's going to be the main prize for the winning team. But like I said, come on in, sign up when you get here. Basically, the ride, if you want to join the ride's going to leave Sir Monty's at 10:30. Morning, Shar. Funny story. I'll go back to this in a second, but you guys got time for a funny story. I had to take the bike today, and so I could get here on time to do coffee with Classy. And I jumped on my bike and rode all the way here with the keys in my pocket to the truck. So, hey, Shar.
Thank God for good friends and neighbors.
Good friends and neighbors. So there we are. So the truck's at home, but Charlene is here.
Finally.
All right. Oops. So anyway, back to the Ride with the Rock. Barry, Tam, you guys have done an awesome job with this group. Palmer, Kim, the Parkinsons, right down the list. Everybody who sort of contributes to this group, and we, another shout out to an HC rocker, Tommy Wilson. Great to meet your grandson there. That was kind of neat. He came over and said, "Hey, we got our first grandson. They say it's their only." I'm like, "Good luck." Yeah, right. You're only gonna have one. You're gonna have a bunch of them. They come quick. So congratulations, Tommy. That was great to meet your grandson on that at the Bikers and Brews. So, but yeah, anyway, back to the cornhole tournament. So cornhole tournament, pairs of two, as many groups as we get, $100 gift cards the winner. The ride leaves from Sir Monty's in Curtis. I'm going to lead a ride out of here, probably kickstands up around 8:45. So we'll go meet the group at Sir Monty's and then ride back here. So it's going to be a ride down, ride back. Anybody who wants to come and join and go for the ride, it's always nice. They're actually really fun to ride with. They do a great job blocking. They got a good blocking crew and everything like that. So it'll be a really fun ride. It's always fun to be in a ride that big where, you can't see the end of the line or the front of the line, or riding in numbers. It's always fun, always fun. So, and of course, the Two Fat Greeks will have food specials. But this is one of those ones where we love to just roll out the red carpet and fill these parking lots with bikes. I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Johnny basically all he ever wanted was to have this parking lot full of motorcycles as much as possible. So this is one of those things that we want to do. So we're going to promote the hell out of this. It's next Saturday. So the other thing that's going on is United Way in Peterborough. They'll be stopping by next Saturday as well. Terry Guile has organized a ride through the United Way and the Downtown Business Association of Peterborough. So they'll all be meeting there. So I don't know where their poster went. We had one up here. I don't know where the heck it went. But they had to do a rain date, so this is the rain date. So if you want, that'll be a fun one too. Also, you guys remember the old Riders Mag? Critter from the Riders Mag? That's one sexy poster you got there, Critter. Almost a little too hot for TV. But they have a show and shine up at the 400 Flea Market in Innisfil there. So that's next Sunday. So that's August the 27th. So that should be a fun one there too. So it'll be fun. So we're a busy weekend next weekend. And that's not to mention the Canada 911 ride is going to be leaving from here Friday morning. The ride's full, but if you wanted to pop by and have a look and say hi to the servicemen and women of, so there'll be lots of parking. We're going to try to keep it organized. They got over 200 riders signed up for the event. They got over 40 police bikes escorting them out of here. It's a 3-day event. So if you didn't get in this year, maybe you can get in next year, but it's full this year. But you can come check it out. Actually, we're going to have the Peterborough Petes will be here with their Ontario Memorial Trophy. So that would be pretty cool. So, but that's basically going to be 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Their kickstands up and they're out of here. It will be something to see. There will be a lot of police officers and firefighters, and they're doing this ride in honor of Andrew Hong, the gentleman who was the police officer who was the riding instructor, police officer who was murdered last year by some scumbag anyway. So we all know, everybody knows that story, and it's super sad. So hopefully that, they raise a lot of money for their charity for that one. And they actually, I want to also say that too, they're the ones, Jim donated a defibrillator. So we actually have a defibrillator here on site that they donated to us for hosting the ride. And in turn, we're buying them breakfast. So it's always great when people come and they have something for you. And like I said, well, it'll be something to see. It's going to be a lot of police lights, ambulance lights. big flags, and some live music, and it'll be fun. So that's next Friday morning. So that'll be fun. What's going on in your world there, Haley?
Thinking about where I'm going to park on that day. Across the street with my chop.
You park out back. You can either park out back. This whole parking lot will
Hiding.
be. Yeah, so this whole parking lot will be wide open. You park your chopper. If you bring your chopper, you park it right in here.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah, because otherwise, every time somebody comes to see your bike, you got to go outside. So at least you stay in the building. This time. So I should park it behind the parts desk. So basically,
go.
Haley will talk about her bike after purchase. All right. So
Yeah, really.
you wanted to buy something, she'll tell you all about it. No, it's great. So no, we're super happy for you. That bike build has been it's been going on for a while.
Well, yeah, a couple years. Because I was building another bike when I got that bike. And so at a certain point, I was building 2 bikes. And I finished the one bike, and then that has a new owner now.
Boogie Shuggy. Is it gone?
No, it's still there.
You got the money?
I don't
in?
deal with, I don't
You got
deal with
the
the
money
shipping,
and the
baby.
bike,
I'm
so-
not, you got to ship it yourself. Figure it out.
That's a good deal. I'm gonna figure
Yeah,
out. how
you
to-
don't
how
ship
to
nothing.
Get them to buy the bike, and I get to keep it. We'll figure that out. Oh, by the way, guys, we just got a whole lot of new bikes too. So we just got a new Road Glide. We just got for anybody looking to start, we've got a really nice little 650, like 85. It's a 6650 single, nice small little bike. 85 kilometers on the bike. Unfortunately, the lady just couldn't ride due to health issues, so she had to sell it. But a really nice, clean bike. So that's that's a good bike for somebody there. What else did we get? We just bought black. We got the Heritage Softail. We got a $10,000 Heritage Softail in here. $12,000 Fat Boy just came in. A 2010 in that blue and purple color. That's a really sharp bike. Just got our another 2016 Rogue, our Ultra Limited, which is a great little deal there too. So, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Also, what else did we get? We got.
Good.
We've got a 2020 Ultra Limited coming. It's probably going to be a week or two, but that'll be a really nice bike too. So, showroom's full again. So come on in, empty it for us, so I can go fill it up again. That's the best part about this job is buying bikes, selling bikes. And the nice thing is I was able to go over some Google reviews the last little while, just basically responding to them because people take the time to write the review, and we were looking at it, and I was like, I was just kind of, it takes 15 years, you get some great reviews. I was looking at it, and it was sort of a little bit humbling based on the fact that we had over 377 reviews and 4 1-star reviews. 2 of them, one of them was actually a 5-star review where he just hit the wrong star. That was actually pretty funny. He told us what a great experience it was and then gave us a 1-star. But the other ones, you know what? Sometimes a monkey falls out of a tree. But it was just overwhelming because you have to answer to all of them, and then all of a sudden it's like you just want to say thank you for taking the time to write reviews about our business because it kind of it's a little humbling to sometimes you get some challenges in this business, right? It's not always easy. Like it is, we know we're really lucky to work in the power sports business, to work in the motorcycle business specifically, and be a part of everybody's journey. Even people who don't buy motorcycles but get parts here, or even people who don't buy parts here but still come to all the events and all that kind of stuff. It's really great just to be a part of it, and I think we're doing. I'd like to give myself a little pat on the back and my team a little pat on the back. I'd like to basically say thank you to Haley and Zach and Jared and Charlene and Kenny and Trevor and Tennyson and Mike and Jan and Bobby and everybody else who's always worked here. And also give another Bobby too, Bobby Neville. Hope you're getting better there soon. So sounds like he's going to be off out of commission for a little bit. But I talked to him yesterday. He's healing up, and he's healing up and ready to get back to work when he's allowed to. So, like I said, it's been we're really fortunate to do what we do, and we just wanted to say thank you. So if you ever feel that we're not grateful for what we do or what we get to provide for people, or it's almost one of those things we really enjoy serving people, so it's almost self-serving in that regard. So, you know what? Thank you for allowing us to do what we do, and we really appreciate it. So, on that note, can't get any cheesier than that, can I, Haley?
Well, Carrie asked, did Josh say he was going to get a new bike?
I'm working on it. I've got.
You got to find it, eh?
Yeah, I've got to find it. I know what I want, but it's just finding it now. So, can't. It's, you know what? When I bought my bike, it was my dream bike, right? So I bought my 2013 CVO, and there was reasons I bought that thing. And when I bought it, it was because that was the one. And then 10 years later, you know what? It's been a great bike, and it just needs to go to somebody else because it's at that point where, you know what, the mileage is where it is, and you know what, there's some new stuff out there, and I'm starting to sort of look at other things because the only thing better than your bike now is your next bike. And there are 2 or 3 motorcycles that I have my eye on, and I'm not going to tell you which 2 or 3 motorcycles they are because people will say, oh, I thought you wanted the other one, but nope. There's 2 or 3 that I'm looking for, and when I find them, you'll see them. Oh, you'll see them. But yeah, so it is a process. So, but like I said, everybody right now, it's that time of year, everybody's thinking about their next bike kind of thing. So there are a lot of bikes coming in. So I'm just waiting for that person who says, you know what, I bought this, and it's going to come. It's kind of like Haley's Panhead. I'm manifesting my next Road Glide. So, but I'm manifesting 3 of them, so I'm hoping I get all 3.
What happened is you'll be walking into work one day and there'll be 20 of them upstairs, and you won't have one, like the Panheads.
Exactly, exactly. So it'll be like, hey, check it out. So, yeah, and that's the other thing too. We do buy motorcycles. So, and again, here's the thing: we're the easy money. We're not the most money. So if you want the most money, you market it, you sell it, you do all the work to it, you make sure it's in tip-top condition, you guarantee it. That's what we do here, right? So we don't. When we buy a motorcycle, we know we're going to have to service it. We know we're going to have to detail it. We know there's no such thing as the perfect motorcycle. Even the Road Glide I just bought, that, you know, it was as close to perfect as you could buy from somebody. But we still have to do the steering head bearing on it, right? And again, it wasn't an issue. It's not like it was notched. It's not like it was making a noise. It was just too tight, and we know that as soon as we loosen that steering head bearing, we're going to have to replace it because it came from factory too tight. But you know, unless you put it up and somebody tests it, you'll never know. And that's what we do to motorcycles. We don't just basically change the oil, fill it full of gas, mark it up $4,000 and throw it on the floor. You know, we basically there's a really long process. Like first, it's got to go through the trade inspection, and then it's got to basically have everything fixed through the trade inspection. And we're talking like we go right down to, and it's funny too because I'll get people on and they'll say. And it's like, you know, well, it needs nothing to safety. And it's like, well, how do you know that? You know, it's one of those, because unless you've safetied your bike within the last 28 days, you don't know that, right? So, but like I said, you got to look at the age of the tires, the shape of the tires, the tread of the tires, the brakes, the brake discs. How does the, you know, I found out more about rocker boxes than I ever wanted to know. Rocker box leaks, we fixed those all up. You know, there's a lot of stuff that we go into to make sure that when you get your motorcycle from here, especially your Harley, it's up to our standard. Because we know there's other places that say, oh, I had a guy say the other day, oh, they do the same thing as you. And I'm like, no, they don't. They do not. So, yes, they sell used Harleys, I get it, but they don't do events, and they sure as heck don't go over their motorcycles like we do. And I know that for a true statement. So there's a couple that do, but there's a bunch that don't. So, and I'm seeing it more and more all the time. So I just wanted to, you know, again, toot my own horn but just to say, like, hey, we do buy motorcycles, and you know what? If it's something we want, we'll pay top dollar. If it's something that we don't want, then we'll, you know, help you sell it. Like at the very least, we've sold over, well, actually we just we just went to stock number 5,000. So over 16 years, how long are we? 17 years. We've bought and sold. So I guess we could say we bought. So we've sold close to 4,000 motorcycles in 15 years. So that's, I don't know. Does that mean that we maybe know something about this? Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully that is. I know a guy who's done it like 3 times and he thinks he knows more than me. So, but that's fine. That's all good. We love him anyway, so it's all right. So anyway. I'm rambling again, aren't I?
It's okay.
Are we having a good ramble?
Yeah, I guess
having a good little ramble?
Yep.
So anyway, service department, we got some space. Anybody needs an oil change, anybody needs dyno tune, the dyno machine's been running. And Jared, hey, congratulations, all right?
Thank you for second place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Star stole all the glory.
Absolutely. Jared put his bike on the dyno, came in third between the road glides of the shop, and so he decided, what did you do to your bike, Jared?
He has the newest bike.
Well, he has the newest bike. He's got,
I put an SNS header on it with MK45 slip-ons and a tune.
Oh, is that why we dynoed it yesterday? Because it had new header pipes?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thought it was just for fun.
Well, it was for fun too.
Yeah.
How's that not fun? So, anyway, he beat me by 1 horsepower.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he also beat me by 1.3 torque.
I'm gonna say 1.5 because let's just round up.
No, okay, we can't round. Okay, that was the question. Mine came out at 1.988, and his came out at 111.25. Shar's came out at 111.5. So that's how close we all are. But it was funny. So I said, "Well, can I just round up to 10?" He goes, "Nope. That means I get to round up to 0.5, and that means tie with Shar." So my torque is 109.8. But look at how close we were. Like, and the funny thing is all one of us needs to do is a cam, and we'd be probably up around.
Jared definitely should. You should for your next bike.
Yeah.
You should put a turbo on it.
Yeah, that's the other thing, man. HD Rock Barbecue. We'll have time to do some dynos that day, won't we? If anybody just wants to throw around, see what you got.
Absolutely.
Are you leaving the day free?
Yeah, we're gonna have one tech on hand in case of any emergencies.
Emergencies, and then Tennyson's always. Yeah, we can always. We don't have really any. We sort of don't really do appointments for Saturdays because people just roll in with broken bikes. So if you do want to.
Jim Adamson's on his way down.
All right.
He says keep talking.
Okay. Oh no. Oh yeah, actually, Jim's on his way down. Oh God. Okay, this is going to be a 45-minute coffee with Classy this morning because here comes Jim. So, hey, this will be a fun one. Hopefully, this one goes viral. But anyway, yeah. So August 26th, you want to see what your bike's got? Throw it on the dyno and see what it's got. And then you know what? We can actually give it a. We won't tune it. We'll just put it on and test it. And then while we test it. Then you can decide what you want to do. You want to get on the board?
While I wait
that's
for
fun
Jim, I'm
stuff.
just going to grab my coffee.
Oh.
Because now we're waiting. I didn't have my coffee. Lots of helmets. Helmets are still on sale. Just letting you know we got 2 engines here, too. Oh, I got to go way in the back. Sorry, Josh.
That's okay. Keep talking, though.
Yep.
Hey, tell everybody that it's colder riding weather and we have lots of jackets.
Yeah, lots of heated gear. It's getting to that time. Gloves, everything. And you know, I'm giving deals like crazy. If you buy from us, then I can give you good deals. That's how you know a true parts person. See that cup? COVID didn't get me too down.
23 minutes late. 23. Oh, excellent. Well, here you go. You're live on Facebook right now. All right, perfect. Right there in her hand.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how this works. Anyway, I just wanted to introduce you guys. This is the 9-1. This is the 9-1 ride I was talking about earlier. This is Jim Adamson. This is the gentleman who donated the Mikey defibrillator to us. He's also the organizer of the Canada 911 ride. The ride's full now, but everybody's more than welcome to come cheer on everybody out of here. So.
absolutely.
You know, why don't you, while we're here, we're probably a little long in time, but at the end of the day, why don't you give everybody a quick synopsis of what's going on? Tell them about the whole ride, actually. Just go over the whole ride and just pretend Haley's the person you're talking to, but there's only probably about 1,000 people watching you right now.
Okay. Good morning, Haley.
Morning.
Yeah, the Canada 911 ride was formed as after the tragedies down in New York and Washington and Pennsylvania. And a group of us went down there and participated in escorting a ride down there that really involved over 1,200 motorcycles. It was massive. And what we were struck by was the amount of community support that was coming back to the families that were impacted as a result of the tragedies and the support for the first responders that died down there during this horrific event. We turned around and decided we wanted to do something to give back up here in Canada. And God forbid we ever have an event as horrific as they had down there. But we do have tragedies. where children are impacted as a result of a criminal act. We want to help those children and create bursaries for them. Where first responder families are impacted, we want to turn around and be able to support those families, namely the children. And then we want to be able to honor the legacy of the first responders. And what we do is we provide public access defibrillators free of charge in places where the public gather. And what we do is we put up a plaque dedicating it to that person so they may continue to serve the community. To date, we have 49 confirmed saves from our defibrillators.
Wow.
Woo! Absolutely amazing. And I believe the youngest one is 3 years old.
Wow.
And then we have them, we have students in schools, undiagnosed medical conditions. They're saving them. Then we've got sporting venues, hockey arenas, soccer fields, where people are out there and they're going hard and then they collapse. These defibrillators on site are making a difference.
Perfect. So that's why we do the ride. So where are you going?
This year we are starting here, of course, and we'll be forming up around 7:30, 8 o'clock. We'll be feet up from your location at 10 a.m. Then we're making our way up to Halliburton, making our way over towards Rama. Once we get to Rama, we'll be stopping there. They've got big banners set up. They're expecting us. They're waiting for us. Then we're at the Ramera Fire Hall, and we'll be having lunch on the shores of Lake Simcoe. We leave there, make our way across over towards Alliston, and we'll be spending the night in Alliston. The next day we're up, we're going through the Muskokas. We'll be doing a rolling motorcade the whole event. So that means you're being treated just like you are if you're a foreign dignitary visiting the country. We've got 45 uniformed officers, all on police motorcycles. They're escorting the entire ride, and they'll be doing a rolling block on the 400, continuing it north onto the Highway 11, and we'll be making our way through the Muskokas. At the end of that day, we go down to the Nottawasaga, and we have a big banquet, and that's where we're honoring the families. That's where we're looking after the children, and we're helping the first responders. We're giving back to the community, and that's the heart of the ride. When we get there, the people that are in the room, they sit there and they say, I want to make a difference. I want to give back. They feel it in the room. The room is full of emotion with good intention. And by the end of the dinner, people say, I know why I'm here, because I know I'm making a difference. Sunday, we're up. We go for a ride through Durham Region. And one of our escort officers was Andrew Hong from the Toronto Police Service. He was one of our police escorts for many years. He was part of our Canada 911 family. We'll be doing a final send-off for Andrew, the pipes and drums, playing Amazing Grace, saluting him and the person that he was. Andrew was a big man with a gentle heart, and he was a bit of a practical joker. A lot of fun, and it was said that when he was on his Harley, even the Harley was afraid of him. He was so powerful. And he was the thunder that was on that bike. So, starting here on Friday at 10 a.m., we're bringing back Andrew's Thunder. We're going to be rolling Thunder through this area, through the Halliburton area, through the Muskokas, culminating in York Region.
Wow, that's nice. That's really heartwarming.
Yeah, I told you he was organized.
Yeah, wow, so articulate. We're like,
Absolutely.
wow.
So, anyway, thank you, Jim, for including us in this. And
welcome.
you were able to pop
really
in
cool.
today and say hello. See, you never know what's going to happen on Coffee with Coffee, right? So, but yeah, you know what? Riding for a reason is always a good thing. We appreciate everybody in this motorcycle industry, and we're just, like I said earlier, we're just glad to be a part of it. So, good little sentimental one. Hopefully, we see everybody. Just remember, that's Friday. Saturday, we've got the 10th annual Ride with the Rock. Also, oh, look at that right on the back.
Bake
Don't
sale's
forget,
gonna be there.
We got a bake sale. It says right on the back. Don't forget the Ride and Dine crew, the one I mentioned at the start. They're going to be doing a bake sale that day too. So, you know what? Unfortunately, that ride's full, but don't worry. On Saturday, the 911's full, but we got the Ride with the Rock. You can come enjoy Saturday, and hopefully, it's going to be a great weekend. And hi, Stevie. Hi, Leah. Bye, everybody else.
Thanks.
Bye.